Hey guys, welcome back to another Fly Tying Tuesday with AvidMax. My name is Max and today I'm going to be tying Mayer's Tube Midge. Real simple little pattern. Best size range for this particular fly would probably be like the 16 to the 22. With that being said, to tie it in the smaller sizes, you need to size down the materials we're using. So to tie this is a size 14 in the 2488H. And I got the midge size tubing with some small wire. If you were going to tie it in smaller sizes, you'd probably want to go to the extra small with the micro tubing. So just kind of keep that in mind with downsizing the hook, also kind of downsizing the bead. Right here we got a matte black Firehole tungsten bead, and this is a 2.5 millimeter, so maybe jump down to the 2 millimeter or the 1.5 millimeter if you're going to tie some of those smaller sizes. So little prep work is involved in doing this. So you're going to need to take a fairly small piece of the micro tubing or the mid-size tubing. This is in clear. And then you're going to take a nice piece of the small black wire, UTC small black wire, and this is going to feed right down into the tubing, and you'll get a finished product kind of like this. I demonstrated this also in the electric caddis where we did it with chartreuse and chartreuse tubing. So same principle here, just try to keep that wire straight as you can. Try not to push too hard to where it's gonna bend over on itself, and slide it in there. So to get it started, I got some 100 denier, which is also something that you'd want to size down when you're tying those smaller sizes. Really anymore, for whatever I'm tying, I like to use just 100 denier, and this is the Nano Silk from Semperfli. So if you never tried this before, you can get away with tying a lot of bugs with this thick of a thread and kind of never have to worry about breaking off or whatever, building up too much bulk. If you're efficient with your wraps, it's pretty easy to keep it minimal, and you can put a lot of tension, which gives you the ability to make less wraps. So we'll start this just behind the bead there and snip out tag and flatten that out a little bit and work down to just past the barb. So once we work down to the bend of the hook, I'm going to leave a little bit of my wire exposed from that tubing, and we're going to tie the wire in first, and then we're going to start capturing some of that tubing material. So shorten up my thread here, tie that down, and then we'll start capturing some of the tubing and securing everything down together. So I can put a significant amount of pressure on this with that 100 denier. Probably overkill, and you could get away with UT70 or maybe even 140. Like I said, I just like using the Nano Silk and the 100 from not having to switch threads all the time. Got that tied in there. Fairly even taper all the way through, and then I'm going to just make wraps going up shank. You see that nice segmentation the wire and the tubing make together. Gives it a pretty nice transparent look. And get one more in there. Pull that tight and make a wrap over, behind and in front, behind and in front. So able to put a lot of pressure on there with that 100 denier and just a couple of turns. And then if you got a kind of a beat up pair of scissors, you can snip them both out together. So snip these out real quick. make a couple of wraps just to build a little bit of a collar and secure everything down. Pull a little tight, and then do a quick whip finish. Clean up that thread a little bit more. There you have it. Tube midge. This fly was designed by Landon Meyer and works pretty well in the South Park drainage.